Mic check, mic check. Hey guys, we're gonna need some boys over there on that side right there. Antifa and the masked ninjas, the wannabe ninjas, insult to ninjas, are in the back of those trees right there. Get a couple of guys right there. Where the well, I got the numbers in the back there. So everybody in the middle here, you're good. Do not all move in one spot. You know, go around, spread all over the place. Just keep on moving, but watch your six and watch your brother's six. But as for today, we're gonna open up this rally. But come on, guys. I want to hear you guys. Make some noise for Phillip! I still can't hear you. Make some noise for Phillip! God bless America. You know, you hardly see stuff like this in Portland, but guess what? You know, it's only the red-blooded Americans and the fearless ones that are willing to stand up for this country that will bring it straight into the belly of the beast, and that's why we're here. But I'm gonna bring her up on stage. You know, she's an amazing woman, a good mother, and I'm gonna give it up to her. Give it up for our first speaker of the day!
Hey guys, my name is Jamie, and I am the one who crashed the party downtown. Was that yesterday? The day before? I can't even remember, everything happened so fast. But no, you know what I did yesterday? I was out, hanging out with the boys in black and yellow all day long, and never once did I feel unsafe or threatened. Unlike today, when we can't have an event without these ants crawling around, taking our pictures, threatening us, and always wanting to be in where they are not invited. I want it to be made known that they came to find us today. And some fake press came in earlier, and I walked them out and asked them some questions, and they crumbled under the pressure of asking them to their face. Since they were there the day that the Antifa threw bombs at my baby, all they did was take pictures. That guy right there. Everybody give him a big hand. Guy with the press. He said all he does is take pictures. He watched the bombs be thrown at my babies and myself, and he did nothing, all while claiming that Black Lives Matter. Him and his cronies. There's more. You guys, we need to stand up. Tiny mentioned that we need to take it to the belly of the beast, and this is true. What am I doing wrong? This is true. We've got to take it to them. Get in their face and ask them the hard questions. And you know what? I will do it. Because I'm tired of them telling me that I'm not black enough, because I am as black as I need to be. And glory to God, He has given me the pathway to speak the things that need to be spoken. I've been at home for a long time with my children, and I raised my children well, with morals and values. But He's brought me out because I said, Lord, use me. And here we are today. The truth will be known. Yeah. All truth is uncovered. They cannot hide forever behind their black hoods. They are no different than the KKK. They just are in a different kind of costume. Right. Racist. So, here we are. And okay, so I'm gonna just say, Heavenly Father, I just thank you and praise you for the God that you are. You are absolutely amazing in every way. Even when things do not look like they are going well, when the trees have no fruit and the ground is dry, you are still working. You are still in our prayers. You are still hearing our prayers. You are still making a way. You are still laying the stepping stones. And like I always say, the tapestry of our lives are beautiful in the front, but in the back it looks like an absolute disaster with threads hanging everywhere and twisting to and fro. But you are meticulously laying those threads of our lives, and you are weaving us together, and we will be united because it is your will that we have the freedom to practice our faith, to claim the name Jesus, just like I'm wearing the sweatshirt today. This is what we need to do. Trust Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Bring protection. protection over us today. Give us the wisdom on what to do and what to say and where to move our feet. And I pray that you would bring a unity that we have not seen in so long. And I pray that you would make our path in line with your will. And I pray these things in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Okay, so the ladies coming up next are Latinos for Trump National, the president and the vice president.
Jen Lowe. But before Jen come up here, I just want to share something real fast. Jamie and Quincy. So a lot of you guys might not know, but if you look at the sweatshirts, it makes sense. So Quincy is, Jamie's husband, and Quincy has been out with me side by side all over the country, taking a stand. And I've never seen Quincy coming out without a sweatshirt that honors God, you know? And so I give you guys a lot of props. Thank you so much for never giving up. Quincy have always asked, like, what's going on, man? We need to bring the guys out. Now is the time to take a stand, you know? And when I heard about the 22nd, you know, I put a team together and we came out. And I would like to acknowledge those people. And that's exactly what I've been talking to Quincy, and Quincy's been encouraging me about. And I give all you guys thanks for coming out. So, and a little bit of acknowledgement to those that helped a lot, the backbone of putting this together. And Jen Lowe from Texas. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you, Robert from Common Sense Conservative. The brains who came up to relocate. Thank you, my brother. A lot of people disagreed with it, but hey, it was the smart thing to do. That's why we're here, you know? And a huge thanks to BDX Proud Boys for the stage, the sound system. Thank you so much. The Salem chapters, the Capital chapter, California that came out, Boston that came out, New York that came out, all over the country. To all of you guys that came out today, I'm gonna let you know, I said it at the bar last night, and I'm gonna say it again. This is the beginning of the Freedom Tour of bringing freedom back into the inner city. It starts here. This is just the beginning. So if you go back to your state and you feel like your state needs the sun to rise and shine freedom all over your state, put a call out. And the BNW will answer that call proudly and come out and take a stand right next to you. So I'm gonna bring up Jen and Elsa to come give a speech. Thank you, Jen and Elsa, for coming. These are our patrons from out of town that came to take a stand. Give it up for Jen and Elsa.
Hey guys, California's in the house. Woohoo! I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. I know that this is not the first time for most of you guys. I'm thanking everyone, because this is where we need to be. We need to make sure that we're sending a message to the entire country that we will stand up and we will be wherever we're needed. So I just want to thank Tiny and all the Proud Boys, because they're always there for all of us. So thank you so much, you guys. Here's Jen. She's gonna tell you guys a little bit about Latinos United for America, which is pretty much our sister organization for Latinos for Trump with the number 4.
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Proud Boys, for being here today. We were really worried that we were going to end up having to stay on the other location, and so we are so grateful that you all decided to come out and join us in this new location here. Latinos for Trump, as you know, has been around for a really long time, since 2015. They started out of California, and now we are growing teams all over the nation. Right now we're really focused on growing teams in swing states and recruiting delegates for our state conventions. Thank you. So we get involved a lot and travel all over the country constantly. So if you have any Latino friends that want to get involved and want to help us and join our movement, they can go to latinoswiththenumber4trump.net. Okay. Okay. So the reason that we come to Portland is I'm from the border town of Laredo. So I was born and raised in Laredo, Texas, and I know all too well what it's like living around the cartel, and even my family getting involved with the cartel and having to do many years in prison and serving several different sentences. I know how that really affects the family, how it destroyed my family. There was always warrants out on our heads so that they can intimidate my brothers. So it is been a journey for me, and whenever Trump decided to run for office, I decided to get really involved because I really liked this message, and he really understood what we were dealing with on our border towns. I know now that you guys are seeing that in McAllen alone, I believe they had 217,000 illegals that have now crossed all over the United States. It's about 1 million that we have here so far, and we're not even at the end of the year yet. So it is really unfortunate. And so what me and Elsa really work hard doing is going into those communities and talking to our Latino brothers and sisters about the dangers of the Democratic Party and their policies, and how that is really going to destroy this country. And that is our main purpose. That's what we've been at it for years. We've been doing this for a really long time. And you guys saw that Latino vote go up, right? We thought it was going to be at what, 35%? It was at 40%. Never heard of that. 40% of Hispanics in the United States voted for President Trump. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, so that is due to all of the different Hispanic outreach organizations all across the nation. So I just started thinking, there's a ton of them that work really, really hard doing these things and going in there. So I just want to say thank you. If there's any of you out there that have some volunteer, keep doing it. Keep getting your neighbors involved. Get your friends involved. We've grown just talking to people out on the streets, and they want to get involved. So that is just how you do it. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much again for coming out. Let's enjoy ourselves. Portland's always talking about how they're having their love festivals, but you know what? This is our summer of love, right? And we're gonna show them how you party and you socialize and we have a good time, and we are not hypocrites. When we say it's a summer of love, damn it, it's a summer of love. Thank you.
Give it up for Jan and Elsa again, guys. All right, guys. So I'm gonna play a couple songs, and then fellowship with your fellow patriots from out of town. Get to know each other. This is what we need right here. There's a couple of our YouTubers right here, our own media people. Go talk to them, subscribe to their channel, get up to date with everything that goes on in every single state. Like we got Common Sense Conservative right here. Go look at his channel and everything. We got brother Black Conservative Preacher with Quincy. We got like multiple people here. This is the real news right here. This is boots on the ground all the time. Because a lot of people always complain and say, why do you guys go out there? Why do you go over there and egg a fight? This and that. The media over here writing articles about us and completely twist everything. But if you want the truth, follow these people. These are the best people to get up to date about everything that happens, because they're boots on the ground, they're in the middle of the action, and they don't cower out in the face of evil. Thank you to these guys for that. And the reason why this rally is happening right now is to spread word about multiple issues that is going on in our country. And we need to understand how the enemy works, the people on the top that controls the media. They want to push one thing, one issue, that way we all focus on that issue, forgetting that there's other issues that we have. They're pushing, I know the mandate vaccine thing is popular right now. I get that. But we have totally forgot that we have 500 plus patriots that are being held in prison on misdemeanor charges since January 6th. We have totally forgot that there is an agenda to push race theory and stuff like that in school to indoctrinate the kids. The LGBT agenda is being pushed hard in our schools, and yet we don't see it. They want to keep that from us. They want to keep us distracted. But we need to be up to date with everything. So get to know some of these YouTubers, talk to them, talk to your fellow patriots from out of state, and let's party. We got some, beer right here. And if you want some, there's cups right there. Enjoy. We're here to have fun. Hee-hee. One more thing, guys. Our next speaker is gonna be my brother Phillip. So Phillip, after this song, I'm gonna bring you up to the stage. I know you guys all know Phillip. He's right there, the big tall brother right there. He's the one that got attacked by Antifa in San Francisco. His picture of him smiling beautifully, you know, with the hurt tooth, what sprayed all over. But guess what? My brother's still out here.
Haven't even started speaking yet. These fucks are already trying to attack me. I did nothing to them. I've never put my hands on Antifa. I've never said anything threatening to them. Look at this shit. Fuck these people. Fuck Antifa. Fuck all of you. I'm tired of getting attacked.
Hey guys,
fuck Antifa.
Can we move that a little bit out? Move that smoke bomb a little bit out there. We got elderly people here, guys, and children that are being affected by that. I mean, it would look badass if we didn't have those people and I was just here, like, But, you know, we got children and stuff, you know. But our next speaker right here, I'm gonna bring up my brother Phillip. Everybody give it up for Phillip!
What?
I
think it was one of their own. Just to like, look cool. It wasn't actually. Nobody's actually.
Take that blackface off.
Antagonizing.
What's up, guys? It's good to see you.
So Newsweek says I'm a white supremacist. I'm pretty sure I don't fit that fucking description. Not just because I wasn't born here, but because I'm not even white. These guys are full of shit. They lie, they lie, they lie. But let me tell you about what happened in San Francisco, then I'll get into the real depth of my speech. So in San Francisco, I told Antifa and the Democrats, look, if you want to come, that's fine, but be peaceful. I will allow you to use my platform. I'm paying for a stage, I'm paying for all the sound equipment, it costs thousands of dollars. I just want you to be peaceful. You can debate with us, you can give a speech, you can walk up to the microphone and call me every last name in the book. You can say Phillip Anderson is the dumbest motherfucker on the face of the planet. And as long as you're peaceful, why do you stop recording? Why do you stop taking pictures right there? Piece of shit. Let me tell you something. I told them, as long as you're peaceful, you can join us. I said it over and over dozens of times. And then Antifa comes and they attack us. They knocked out my front teeth. They hospitalized 2 Hispanic people and other people of color. They chased Asian people down the street. And then they say, we are fighting racism. Y'all were all white. We had more people of color than you did. That makes no sense. And then they go on there and saying, Phillip Anderson came to Portland to start violence. Really, there's no proof of that whatsoever. I said, I want to be peaceful. 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 They say Phillip Anderson is violent. So all these people do is lie. Like the media, for example, and they say the vaccine is 100% safe. My friend Armani Howard, who lives in San Francisco, California, took the vaccine and now he's dead. People are getting killed by this vaccine. People that I know. Why is the media not talking about this? Why? And not just that, they're lying about January 6th as well. The media is lying about it. Roseanne Boylan did not die from an overdose. That's a filthy lie. The only person who died from an overdose is George Floyd. The only one. Roseanne Boylan was killed, murdered by the Capitol Police, and they almost killed me too. And the people who saved my life are now political prisoners. You see the sign right there. It's true. Free them. They call them white supremacists, they call them racist and evil, but they saved my life. That is not true. The police used gas on us to the point that we couldn't breathe, and we collapsed. And 40 people piled on top of me. I'm getting crushed to death. Roseanne Boylan is holding my hand as she's dying. And then she goes limp, she lets go, and she's dead. And these fuckers said that Trump supporters killed her. That is a lie. The police killed her. They almost killed me. It wasn't for the people who are sitting in that jail in DC right now. There'd be at least 5 other people dead right now. They're lying about January 6th. They're lying about the vaccine. And then they say, oh, we want to interview about this. NBC News says, we want to interview. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Then the day of the interview, they don't call me, they don't text me, NBC News. The New York Times says, we want to interview you about January 6th. We want the truth. We want to hear your side of the story, what really happened. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for you, New York Times. Oh, no text, no call, because they're full of shit. They won't let us tell the truth. They banned us off social media so we can't tell the truth. And by the way, after Antifa attacked me, knocked my teeth out, they banned me the very next day on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter when I did nothing wrong. I never put my hands on anyone. Not on Democrats, not on Antifa. I never put my hands on them. But guess what? I'm the one who gets banned off all the platforms. I'm the one who gets the GoFundMe taken down to fix my teeth. But then the piece of shit who knocked my teeth out, he gets the GoFundMe. He gets to stay on Facebook. He gets to stay on Instagram. He gets to stay on Twitter. What we need is a separate economy, okay? We need our own movies, we need our own streaming services, we need our own banks, we need our own everything, okay? Because these people are making it to where it's a communist country, to where you can't exist. You'll be in another state doing something and they don't like you, they'll turn off your credit card, they'll turn off your bank, and you have no way to survive. That's what they do to us. These people are fascists. They call us the fascists. I'm not turning off your bank account. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to hunt down your children. I'm not trying to dox you. I'm not coming to your home and terrorizing you. Okay? I'm not attacking the press. I'm not threatening anyone here. I'm not threatening to kill anyone here. And fucking Ted Wheeler, that piece of shit dipshit mayor. He says that we're the bad guys. Hey, Ted Wheeler, I have a reminder for you. Who was it who tried to burn down the federal courthouse for 200 days straight? Was it the Proud Boys? That was Antifa. Who was it who was trying to kill Ted Wheeler? Murder Ted Wheeler on multiple occasions. Was that the Proud Boys? That was Antifa. Who was it who tried to burn down Portland? Was that the Proud Boys? That was Antifa. All right? And this dude continues to lie. He fires his own police officers. I'm like, dude, you're firing the people that are protecting you from the guys you're lying about, Antifa. Antifa has tried to burn down your house. And the police saved your dumbass. The police that you defunded saved you, and then you just get rid of more of them. 200 gone. The police won't even show up to protect us. They said they wouldn't show up. So this is just insanity. It truly is. That we have lost our freedom. But revolution is here right now because we're not going to take it. We will fight back. I will not be a victim ever again. If you throw a punch at me, I'm punching you right back. I've had enough. I'm tired of the semantics and the narrative game. They're shoving critical race theory down our children's throats. They're pushing LGBTQ plus indoctrination down our children's throats. Here's the thing. Our children don't belong to you. They belong to Jesus Christ. Not to you. Our children do not belong to you. We will not bend, we will not break, we will not bend the knee. It will never, ever happen. That is the ultimate communist move, to turn schools into indoctrination camps. To tell children, your parent is no longer your parent. Do you want to change your gender? I can legally do that now, because the Democrats at the local level had changed the laws. Do you want to change your name? Do you want to change all these things? Do you want to use the men's bathroom when you're a girl? Do you want to use the boys' bathroom when you're a girl? That's what they're doing right now in the schools. We have to stand up against it. It is wrong. And you're not going to scare me away by calling me a racist, a homophobe, a sexist, or any of that shit. You're not going to scare me away. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Give it up for Phillip, guys. Come on, give it up for Phillip. Ooh, that was a lot of info, man. Damn. I got an island diploma, so that was a little bit too much for me to take in. But thank you, brother. Thank you. That was passion right there. Brother Phillip has been through a lot, and I see a lot of faces that are here today. You know, and I said this last night when we met up with some of the people that traveled here from the rally. You know, when we started rallying in 2017 in Portland, everybody was calling us out like this, that. You guys are the agitator, this and that. We never bent the knee, and look at where we're at right now in this country. It's sad. You know, he brought up something, you know, with this whole gender thing. If you want to, you know, go in a female bathroom, stop lying and identifying yourself, you know, as a woman. Tell the truth. Just say you identify as a pervert. Why lie? You know, tell the truth. You're a pervert. But guess what? If you want to identify as a woman and go in there, I'm going to follow you in there as a woman too. Then I'll whoop your ass. Because I'm not playing this Democrat game. So our next speaker I'm going to bring up, this brother has been doing this longer than any of the patriots that is here. Before Trump, you know, Common Sense Conservative was out there the whole time. You know, if you look at his YouTube channel, you scroll and you'll see he's been out there. You know, I have a lot of respect for this brother. I've traveled with him, you know, to California, to Boston, everywhere. Stood in the middle of Antifa side by side with this brother. So I'm gonna give it up for Robert Zerfing from Common Sense Conservative.
Thanks, fella. So this is the first time I've ever spoke because I always swore I would never become an activist. I'm supposed to be press, right, going out and covering all these things that go on, try to show the truth, try to combat the garbage that you get from KGW, CNN, New York Times, and all that. But here's the thing. Everybody here was called a racist. Everybody here is called a Nazi. Everybody here is called a white supremacist. That's what they label you as. But what is this? And what is that? We're here for freedom. We're here because we literally believe in the idea of freedom and liberty for everybody. We believe in the founding documents of this country. We believe in the Constitution, limiting government. We believe that this nation is supposed to be controlled by the people. You can't get any more anti-racist than freedom and liberty. You cannot do it. We believe in equality for everybody. This crowd right here has more diversity than those 200 people down in Portland right now. Yep. Right here, there's more diversity, but they don't care. On my stream right now, I had so many people going, oh, look at the token. Look at the token. Just so you know, lefties, that's racist.
Yep.
That is racist. Calling them token just because they're out here and they go, I believe in freedom. I believe that I should have the ability to live my life the way I want to as long as I don't hurt anybody else, because that's what it is. You want to look at inclusivity? Right here. This is the most inclusive crowd in the city of Portland in a long time. You want to talk about racism, though? The state of Oregon, the Democrat Party in the state of Oregon just passed a law saying that if you are black, Latino, Pacific Islander, if you are anybody besides white, you don't have to know how to read or write to pass high school anymore because it's too hard. That's what the state of Oregon just passed. Where is Antifa? Where is Black Lives Matter saying, hey, no, we're just as good as everybody else? You have the Democrats constantly, no matter what, always saying that we need to lower standards for minorities. We have conservatives, you have people who believe in liberty and freedom. America's trying to get me right now. But you have conservatives, people on the right sitting there going, no, we're all equal. Everybody has equal opportunity in this country. Everybody has the ability to learn. We don't believe anybody is less than anybody else, and that's just truth. That's all that is truth. And yet the Democrats will continuously sit there and go, we need all of these illegal immigrants to come into this country so that they will do jobs that white people don't do. Look at Twitter. It's all over Twitter. Our politicians say that. They say that is our reason for allowing all of these illegal immigrants into this country, because we need them. Because they are, to them, they're the new slave. The Democrats have, since their inception, have talked about Indian Removal Act. That was one of the first official acts of the Democrat Party. And then it was what? Slavery? Civil War? And then it was Jim Crow? Segregation? Who passed every single piece of civil rights legislation in the history of this nation? It was people in the Republican Party, people on the right, conservatives who believed in the principles laid down in the Declaration of Independence. We believe in a nation that of the people, for the people. It's not just white people. That is ridiculous. It is for the people, people who were created by God. That is what we believe in. We have the left sitting there trying to put in all of these curriculums into our schools, teaching people that just because you are white, you are an oppressor, you are a racist. You have people going, go back home, go back where you're from. Where do I go? I am Lakota, Irish, and German. Where do I go? Where does any of these people go? Where does Tiny go? He believes in the same freedom that we all believe in. He believes in the same everything. He's not from here. His people aren't from here. They're not from the continental United States. Where does he go? That's racist telling him he has to go home. What about all the Latinos that are up here? They got to go home too? These are the talking points that the left always uses. Their racism is right there for everybody to see. And something else I've been talking about. You look at the Klan. You look at the Aryan Brotherhood. You look at any of these actual white nationalist groups out there, they are proud of their racism. They show it you tell it to everybody. It's on their websites. They're just all about it. They don't sit there and go, no, we ain't racist. Why would you think we're racist? We believe in freedom and liberty. They don't lie about it. They're proud of their racism. I have never once in my life seen a Proud Boy sit there and go, I hate anybody that's a different color than me. Especially since so many of the Proud Boys are different colors than me.
I feel safe because
but again, that's reality. That is true. You go, I've been covering Antifa for years. You go out there right now. Right there on the street, we have like 5 or 6 Antifa people out there. They're all white. Every one of them's white. If they're going to call these people here racist when there's, again, more diversity here than there is in downtown Portland right now. That is reality. That is the truth. That is the facts. That's why I do my job. That's why Bill and Quincy and all these other guys go out there and they stream and they film, because they need to show people the truth. And that is why we changed locations today. Because the truth is that none of these people here had the sole intention of going into Portland and starting a riot and beating up a whole bunch of Antifa. We wanted to have a rally talking about freedom. We wanted to have a rally talking about liberty, talking about truth and reality. And that is what we wanted. And if Antifa comes here, I guess who's right? Who's the bully at that point in time, right? Who's wanting to pick the fight? Who's wanting to start the fight? This whole thing started 6 years ago with people just wanting to go down in Portland, wave a couple flags, and talk about freedom. And who was the bully there? I'm there. I'm sitting in a park. We have 1,000 Antifa that come and they try to beat everybody up. Who's the bully? People sitting there with an American flag talking about freedom and liberty? Who's the domestic terrorist? People sitting there with an American flag talking about freedom and liberty? I go out and I cover flag waves, and there's people who are just waving this flag. Only this flag, the American flag, and people are driving by, flipping them off, throwing things at them. They're not waving Trump flags. They're not waving thin blue line flags. They're only waving American flags, and people are coming by calling them Nazis just because they love this country. This country killed fascism. This country, this flag eliminated fascism. They didn't. Democrats didn't. The people who hate this country and everything it stands for didn't. As a matter of fact, FDR, he thought Mussolini was a fine, good man.
That's right.
He thought Hitler was all right.
That's right.
He liked their ideas. Some of FDR's cabinet members went and held Nazi rallies over there on the East Coast in New England. They did it. But that's history. That's what they want to eliminate from our schools. That's the stuff that they don't want to talk about, because the fathers of modern liberalism, Woodrow Wilson, he brought the Klan into the White House to have a movie showing. That's reality. That is history. The parties didn't switch. The Republican Party was created for the idea of freedom. The Republican Party still today is fighting for this little thing called freedom. That is what we want. That is all we want. And yet, we're the fascists because we want freedom for everybody, regardless of the color of their skin, regardless of where they were born, regardless of what they believe. In America, we have this thing called the First Amendment. It is constitutionally protected. I know that the city of Portland has forgotten that. You guys notice all the cops that aren't here? You know, guaranteeing our First Amendment right? You know, they actually put out a statement saying, don't expect the police to actually show up and make sure that, but don't worry, we care about the First Amendment. We care about your constitutional right for free speech. But the police in the city actually said, we're not gonna do nothing. We're gonna arrest you later for being violent. Who are you going to arrest? City of Portland, who are you going to arrest? Look at all of these violent people standing here, hanging out, talking about freedom, waving American flags. Where are the violent white supremacist fascists that everybody has been talking about? I haven't seen them. In the 6 years I've been doing my job, doing this stuff, I have never seen them. I can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to show. I just can't. And just for that, I'm going to hand it back over here to this white supremacist Tiny, who again does nothing but talk about freedom, equality for everybody, and love of country.
Give it up for Robert, guys. Much love, Rob. Thank you so much. Common Sense Conservative, look him up. Follow him on YouTube, guys. Robert only said one thing wrong. He pointed at me and he said Pacific Islander. No, I'm not Pacific Islander. I identify as coconut. Get it right, okay? Coconut. You know, hey, if you can identify as whatever the hell you want, well, I want to be known as a coconut.
That's right.
So, you know, everything Robert said was so true. I came here in 2014 in this country. First time I left my island. The first thing I wanted to see when I came here was street lights. You know, the green, yellow, red. We don't got that in my island. We see it on movies all the time. I landed in Hawaii and I went and looked at it. Like, oh, that's beautiful. You know, then I came here and I found out about rights and stuff like that. In my island, we don't got free speech. Hey, guess what? You say the wrong thing, you get smacked in the face. We don't do the timeout with our kids, we do the knockout. That's how the island works. You know, I love my island in its own way, but I love America because of the freedom and liberty that we have here. Guys, that's at risk right now. It's hanging by a thread. And it's gonna take you and me to come out and take a stand for this country. And I encourage each and every single one of you guys. This is not gonna be the only rally that you're gonna see. You're gonna see this happening over and over until the elected officials in Portland finally get it through their thick skull that, hey, these people ain't playing around. You wanna keep on poking a sleeping bear? Guess what? It's gonna rise up and it's gonna be 1776 up into this bitch. Because we're sick and tired, man. I am sick and tired of seeing people infringing on our rights, and people have felt too comfortable giving too much power to these elected officials. Their job is never to pass law that infringes on your rights. Their job is to fix the damn road I drive on and create more opportunities for the people. Leave my damn Second Amendment alone. Leave it alone. You know, I believe We should make it so easy. You just go in, buy a gun just like you buy a snack from the store. That's what I believe. Call me extremist all you want. That's what I believe. That's the Second Amendment. An armed society is a polite society. And guess what? Antifa's taking so long to march here because they know these people love pew-pews. And you go mess around and find out the wrong way. So, you know, freedom in America should be protected by every single red-blooded American. You want socialism, you want communism, book a flight at BDX. They're leaving Portland every 15 minutes. Hop on it and go enjoy your communism and your socialism in a country that is run by that. Not here in the red, white, and blue. Our next speaker I want to bring up is, I'm going to bring up brother
David.
Randy right here. David, I'm going to bring you up after Randy. Randy's going to talk about political prisoners. And he's working hard with some of the other patriots to help our political prisoners that are being held behind bars for standing up for what is right in America. Give it up for Randy, guys, all the way from New York.
Hi, everybody. Randy Ireland, I'm here from New York City. I'm a co-founder of an organization called CAP, Citizens Against Political Persecution. Not sure if you've heard of us or not. But another co-founder, Kara Casanova. Kara Casanova is also another co-founder. We started this organization to educate the American people that January 6 detainees are being held in violation and in direct conflict of their constitutional rights. We could go through the Bill of Rights, due process, habeas corpus, so many other things. A lot of these guys are being detained, 23-hour lockdowns, have been detained for 8 months. No access to razors, a haircut, medication. One gentleman by the name of Christopher Roel has first-stage cancer, or had first-stage cancer when he went in. It is believed now that it's progressed to the second or third stage. Denied medication, denied treatment. More importantly, if you actually look into his story, he never entered the Capitol building that day. And a lot of these guys are getting railroaded. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And thank you, Andrew Phillips, for what you said earlier. One of the things that we do at CAP is we look into a lot of the cases. And I'm in actually a lot of contact with a lot of the guys that are being indefinitely detained. Let me throw you out some stats. Right now, today, we have approximately 103 patriots from January 6th indefinitely detained. 51 of them, I believe at last count, is in Washington, D.C. Anytime anybody speaks out, they suffer retribution. These jailers are locking them down, putting them in the hole. A lot of different things are going on, and it's totally unconstitutional. More importantly, and the biggest reason why I am a co-founder of CAP, I'm also an Air Force veteran. How many here are veterans? Served in the military? The one thing I will say is almost half the guys that are indefinitely detained right now are decorated, well-decorated military veterans. They have served this country. They have sacrificed for this country. The very country right now treating them worse than animals. You see up here, free our political prisoners. I want you guys, free our political prisoners. Repeat it after me. Free our political prisoners. Free our political prisoners. Free our political prisoners. Our organization has a website. It's citizensapp.us. You can go there. You can find out a lot of information, latest news. Rallies are beginning to be held all around the country almost every weekend. Go there, you'll see. Our next rally, we've had 2 rallies in New York City. Great rallies, awesome turnout, awesome media coverage. When we first started CAP, there was no media coverage of what's going on January 6th. Today, you're going to see a lot of news organizations, Epoch Times, Newsweek, Newsmax. I mean, a lot of these organizations now are beginning to cover it on a daily basis. We had Kara Casanova had an article published in the Gateway Pundit. I want to say it was 2 weekends ago. And there was a story that involved Andrew Phillips, what he was talking about. Roseanne Boylan did not die of natural causes, as the media has portrayed since January 6th. She didn't die by being trampled by Trump supporters trying to get into the Capitol. Another lie. She was murdered by the Capitol Police. We have video evidence, we have eyewitness testimony, and the saddest thing is most of the eyewitnesses to that are sitting detained in Washington, D.C. right now. Our next rally is going to be September the 18th in Washington, D.C., right where it all started, at the Capitol building. Mickey, who is Ashley Babbitt's mother, wanted me to convey to you guys, we need you to show up September the 18th in D.C., especially the Proud Boys that are here. This is a message going out to you. She's going to be there on September the 18th, and she wants to feel safe. So, I know I'm going to leave something out, but the one thing I want to say also is I'm here in Portland for the first time. I should have been here last year. I'm a Proud Boy. I'm a president of the Hellgate Bridge Crew chapter in New York City. Thank you to all the Proud Boys that are here today. Thank you to all the Patriots that are here today. Standing up. What we're going through right now is a war on the U.S. Constitution. What the Department of Justice is doing, what the FBI is doing right now, they are shredding our Constitution. We no longer have due process. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's like, you know what, we're going to lock you up and prove your innocence. It can't stand. It can't stand. And that's one of the reasons I'm standing out here today. Thank you to Tiny. Thank you to the Proud Boys. Thank you to everyone that's here today. And you know what? The only other thing I got to say is, fucking Tifa.
Give it up for Brother Randy, guys. Free our brothers. Free our brothers that are in jail. And they knew the risk. They knew that the Democrats are gonna weaponize the justice system against us. But guess what? That's what our forefathers went through in order for us to celebrate the freedom that we enjoy right now. If the forefathers was worried about being hanged by the redcoats, being infiltrated and all that, we would have never had in America. But guess what? They still came together, they loaded the cannons, and when they say, hand over your cannons, they say, come and take it. That's the same message we're gonna send these tyrants. The same message we're gonna send Antifa is, if you want our freedom, you're gonna have to put all of us 6 feet under to take it from me. Because it ain't happening that easy. We gonna give you a run for that money. This red, white, and blue is gonna be waving high and proud in Portland today, all day today. Even after our speeches, we're still gonna be waving this flag. Try and take it. Because there is a bunch of Proud Boys, a bunch of veterans, a bunch of patriots that are standing here on this property that are ready to go battle for this. So try us. Fuck around and find out. We got our brother David. Where's David at? Brother David right here. He's a good guy. He brings his sound system out. He does rallies and stuff. I saw a video of him in downtown Portland at that one of the pastures that got attacked, where Jamie was speaking about, that opened up the rally. I want to give it up for brother David right here. Give it up for David, guys. After David, I'm gonna bring up my one of our OGs in the movement to give a speech, and then we're gonna play some songs, fellowship with your fellow patriots, and let's have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on! Yeah, I'm so freaking encouraged to see every one of you that has come out here for this today. I tell you what, we have need of this, do we not, in this society? We have need of this as Americans. I tell you what, we have need of this as Christians to stand up and represent what we believe. Come on! So let me throw down a little bit of history here. So this is going to be a little scattered. I'm just going to go over a few different things. Yeah, man, bring it. So every single Jim Crow law in this country that was ever written, ever passed, ever existed on the books was penned by Democrats, was passed into law by Democrats, and was enforced by Democratic mayors and Democratic sheriffs and Democratic governors. That's a Democratic party. They have always been antithetical, have they not, to freedom and to liberty and to life, man. Those people got no respect. Those people got no respect. I tell you what, this is God's will for us. This is God's will for us. Anyone that thinks that Jesus Christ was slow at getting up in the morning, anyone that thinks that Jesus Christ was timid when he had to face the consequences of the world that he lived in, the time that he lived in, and all the people that wanted to take him out, he did not hide. He did not withdraw himself. And in fact, the scripture says that people marveled when Jesus came to town because they were like, what? Don't they want to kill him? Isn't this the guy they want to take out? And Jesus showed up. He showed up. He's got the heart. And that's why we're here today. We're not here to argue over facts. We're here because we got the heart. Because freedom is for this right here.
Yes.
Free people is what God has called us to be. It says in the book of 1 Peter, be free people. Be free people. God has called us to this. And I tell you what, anything that God has called us to, there is power.
Yes, sir.
Anything that God has called us to is for life and for living. You know, the scripture in, I think it's in the book of Proverbs, it says, you know, who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has descended from heaven and who has ascended? Who gathers the wind in his fist? What is his name and what is his son's name? And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, gathered the wind in his fist, what does that even mean, you know? So I tell you what, in the Word of God, the wind represents life, the breath of life. Right? When the Spirit of God came upon the people on the day of Pentecost, a mighty wind blew upon that house that they were in. Right? So when it says in the Word of God that he gathers the wind in his fist, it means that life is in his hand. Living is in his hand. And therefore, anything that God calls us to, there is life and there is power and there is strength to bind us together, to build us up for something better. We will overcome this trouble in our society. You know it's true. We will overcome this trouble. You know, the Revolutionary War began in the pulpit. The Civil War began in the pulpit. It was the Christian church that was preaching and teaching for the freedom of the black people in their country. Right? And look at what they did. They turned the tables on the power that was. In the Revolutionary War, we went against the power of the day, the British crown.
Right there.
And we overcame because God was with us. Because God called us to this, to be free. God called us to this. And I tell you what, in this day, we have need, no doubt, to come out, to be encouraged. I tell you what, for every one of us that is here, we know 20 people that are not here today because they're intimidated. Because they're intimidated. So I encourage you, every single one of you, to encourage someone else. Encourage people not to be afraid. Encourage people to stand up. You know, we got to start somewhere. And I tell you what, we can overcome. God bless every single one of you. I know this, I speak for Tiny, and I speak for all of us. We love you.
Give it up for Brother Jay. That's a good brother right there, passionate brother. You know, he brought up, you know, something. You know, people pulled back from this rally because they were, you know, they were intimidated because they saw the numbers that Antifa, you know, was going to bring out. And I told the guys that came from out of town that we met up at a bar in Hazeldale last night. Even if this is all I have to take into Portland, hey, that's all we're gonna work with. You know, it doesn't matter if we have only 5 people out here. If God is with us, who can be against us? If God is with us, who can be against us? Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. The evil that Antifa is trying to bring against us won't work. Won't stand in the face of God-fearing warriors. Because we're out here. We stand for the truth. We stand for what is right. And I've noticed something too. Notice how Antifa is out there on the sidewalk and they haven't been beat up yet? Try going out to their rally and see what happened to wave an American flag. I know that's not a surprise. It's already all over the place, and yet they're still peaceful protesters. That's the big difference. We have Antifa press in our crowd right now. Are they getting mobbed like dogs in the street? No. But yet, you know, they're still out here and people still think they're like the heroes. Well, guess what's gonna happen to your fascist heroes today if they show up and try to attack somebody? They gonna get an ass whooping. Before I give it up to my brother right here, Portland chapter wanted me to do something. I guess one of the press has never seen how Samoans drink their beer. Well, to all the Proud Boys that came in from out of town, to all the local chapters here, this is for you guys. This is how Samoans open their beer. Come on here, brother.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Tomas Morales. I am a self-described conservative journalist. Now, we have leftist press here right now. Andrew Kimball, you called me out in a tweet. You left out in my speech, you left out that I said that Antifa assaults women and people of color. You left that out. You only left in the part where I said, white boy summer. He is leftist press. He is here to slander each and every one of us. It's time to... You're wrong, my friend. No, I'm not wrong. And you know what? That's fine. Good job. Good job, brother. So you know what? LA Antifa will never cancel White Boy Summer. We are here. I am not a hypocrite. You pointed out January 6th in my speech when I was talking about Antifa assaults.
You didn't read the tweet, my friend.
No. Anyway, so that is leftist press. We have to start calling these people out just how they would call me out if I were to cover leftist events. You know what? He's not going to get mobbed over here. I would get mobbed. Antifa is out to get me. They will literally kill me in Portland, in LA, in Washington, D.C. It's time to just actually speak up about it. So you know what? Antifa will never cancel White Boy Summer. Christ is King. America first. Let's fucking go!
All right, guys. Give it up for the brother. Yes, it's important to call out stuff like that. Because, you know, ever since I started, 2017, with Patriot Prayer and everybody, I've been doxxed. And that's exactly what Antifa Press does is. You know, that's why a lot of people are scared to come out. They have visited my family. They have thrown bricks in the windows. They have, you know, doxed you to where it's so hard to find a job. Where I decided, you know what? The hell with finding a job. They're trying to mandate a vaccine anyways. It's going to be my job. Standing up as a patriot in America and what is right. But, you know, I'm going to bring somebody up here. This dude, I haven't seen him in a long time, but he showed up today and decided to mess with Tiny, try to run me over with his motorcycle. You know, some of the people, I was so happy today, man. I'm speechless because I haven't seen some of these people in a long time. I went to jail, sentenced 6 months with good time and work time. You know, I got out after 3.5. And Antifa still posting stuff like, oh, Tiny's still out there. He violated his probation again. You know what revoked means? Yeah, I got revoked. So, hey guys, guys, stay over here. Media, you guys can go ahead. Leadership, get the guys in the back here. We're gonna get that march in the front there. Leadership, get those guys over there. Come on here. We don't want to get up on
Attack me August 7th, bitch!
Be calm, everyone. Do not engage. Do not attack. They're not doing anything. Do not engage with them, okay? Remember who we are. We're Christians. We don't hurt innocent people. Obviously, these are not good people that we're looking at, but they're not hurting anyone, they're not doing anything. The second they start attacking, we will unleash on them, but do not engage.
Hey, guys, fuck that. Let's go.
Guys, don't give them attention, it's time to go.
Okay, don't be afraid of the book. Hey!
You have the right not to wear one. You're right up in that face. That's all they're asking.
If you need space,
No, I'm asking you to space now.
Can't argue with stupidity. Can't argue with stupidity. You can't educate. Oh, he speaks English.
then leave. He speaks English.
He was speaking German to me a minute ago, refusing to speak English.
So who are the ones that were in the park on August 7th?
The girl here with the blonde, she was there. How do you feel about watching bombs and stuff like that thrown at my shoulder?
She's trying to claim that she's just a videographer and she's only here to interview these people on the side of the highway.
Just what we were here for, and then we heard yelling, and so I think we're taking photos. You heard yelling as in you heard somebody on a microphone?
No, I heard the people yelling as they came over to right over here, and so then I came over with my camera.
Okay, so we're just gonna stand and watch while she interviews these guys on the side of the road.
We're done. We already got it.
Okay, well then we'll see you later.
Well, the last time I was here, I probably broke my ankle a ton, so you can understand I don't particularly take it.
You're talking about Delta
So
Park?
why'd you come here?
No, I'm talking about...
So why'd you come here? Interview who people? The nice people behind you? The ones that threw pepper gas and bombs at my baby?
I don't think they threw pepper gas or threw pepper bombs at
They
your baby.
support them. Same difference.
I didn't say anything about that.
They didn't say it, of course not. Of course they didn't say
the
it.
person who broke my hand?
What was the event that you got your hand broken at?
I do.
It was August 22nd, 1 year ago today.
So during the middle of a riot.
So you're claiming that you went into a melee and got your hand broken, and it's not you're not responsible for that?
15 feet away
It was Battle of Portland too. You choose to go into it.
Right.
I go into these things and I get jumped and beat up sometimes, and big whoop, man. You take the risk with it.
Please tell me what my children did to deserve bombs thrown at
I've had
them.
my teeth broken by Black Lives Matter.
We didn't purposely go into a brawl that day.
I wasn't there
We
that
didn't
day.
purposely go into a brawl that day. I brought my children to listen to a pastor speak, and they had tear gas and bombs thrown at them. Aren't you saying that Black Lives Matter? Isn't that your thing?
I've seen the video.
Okay, are you taking
You didn't see kids in the video? Go back and study it. You'll see the kids. You study it? You didn't see no kids? You didn't see no kids. And you're blind. You're blind.
Look at Mary Todd's video on YouTube, or look at, I'm sorry, I was going to say Free Your Mind, but she took the video down once the police started looking at it.
Was you a kid? Was you a child at that point? You was with the child.
To the left of the stage, there's 4
You're good,
or
dude.
5
You're good.
toddler-age children.
Yeah, the kids were there. You're good.
He's denying.
Denying it.
Would you like
Denial.
to be your press? No questions? Black Lives Matter.
This is Taylor Hanson. He's a patriot.
Okay.
Not block traffic.
So they have no facts, they leave.
Out of the street. Let's get out of the street. Let's not block traffic.
Get the black people in the
Hey.
picture.
My kids were the ones who Antifa threw bombs and pepper gas at on August 7th at Tom McCall Park. Right. Oh, so because I'm his wife, my kids don't matter?
No, your kids absolutely matter. and I
Okay,
think
so
it's
can we please
crap
tell?
that they
Can
got
we
hurt,
please?
but
Can we please tell
Nope.
us why?
Nope, I don't
Bombs
engage
and-
you or your
Oh, this is classic,
Get out of the
guys.
street.
Please get this on camera. This
Clear
is
the
what
road.
white liberal women do.
Clear the
They're
road.
1,000 times worse than Karens. Okay? And I want you to pay close attention. The white liberal women will not engage in conversation with me. Why?
Because of who your
I do
husband
not.
is.
Oh, because of who my husband
Yes,
is.
just to be
So
clear.
I am devalued. So women matter, right? We don't want women to be oppressed. Women matter. But because of who my husband is, I no longer have value.
Well, and they
there
leave
she
again.
goes. There she goes, people. Please watch her take a walk of shame as the white liberal woman she is. Black lives do not matter to her. She supports Antifa. She probably is Antifa. Who knows? She probably was there the day my kids had bombs thrown at them, but I'm not positive. They were all dressed in black, much like the Klan. It's just the Klan of 2021. Please, everybody post that.
Was the blonde lady the one that attacked you guys?
I think so, but how can we know? They were all dressed in black.
Get inside the line.
No, but the one in the
This is
green-
exactly like the Klan. Exactly like the Klan. You get no points here. Not only are you a black, but you're a man.
I'm a
I
racist.
like that.
You're right. I'm
I love that
100%
Quincy's your
man.
filmer.
100% man, and they
I love
hate
that
that.
you have a film man now following you around, baby. Oh, sorry.
So I talked to your husband about this.
He's the one who kept one.
Now, let's everybody just please stay out of the road. Let's not block traffic.
Okay, yeah.
We can do this peacefully.
Go on the side.
Right? We can all do this peacefully, man.
All right, let's go this way.
You guys have a right to your opinion just like we have a right to ours. But let's stay out of traffic. Let's not block traffic.
Oh, hold on. We have another one. I simply asked, let's talk, and she said, let's not.
I don't have anything to say.
That's because we're not black enough.
You're entitled to your opinion.
It's obvious we're not black enough. We don't
Let's
matter.
just watch her do her thing. I already explained it a couple minutes ago.
Huh? Are the real racists the white people that beat up minorities?
There
Are
they
those
go.
the real racists?
Yeah, the real
Yeah.
racists are the...
Oh, wait. So I'm a racist? Wait a minute. I look like a racist? What makes me look like a racist?
No, go home, Antifa. Go home,
No, I don't.
Antifa.
I don't associate with Antifa.
Go home, Antifa.
I don't associate with Antifa.
Antifa are the racists.
They are.
They attack minorities. They attack minorities.
Antifa's a good
They
guy.
attack me.
You guys
They
fucked
dragged
up.
me to the ground by my hair just for carrying the flag in downtown Portland. Yeah? Why aren't you protecting my rights as a minority? Proud Boys didn't attack me, they protected me. Because they protect minorities?
No, I don't think
Because they But you protected Antifa who terrorizes minorities and little children. Disgusting. You are disgusting.
Who's burning down the Portland? You
So
see
what
Proud
would
Boys
you
down
say,
there
like
burning
one or
anything
two
down?
things that you would say
You see them
the
doing
Proud
anything
Boys hold as
fucking bad?
beliefs or positions
You see
that
them doing
you-
anything
would
fucking
cause you to
racist?
have this
You give me a fucking one fucking
I
example.
think one of the most recent things was
Fuck your
January
friends.
6th.
Oh, so you think that January,
No
the
one
Proud
ever
Boys
did
are
anything.
responsible for January 6th?
The only ones
I'm
doing
not
it
saying
is
they're
the Black Lives
responsible,
Matter
but
and the fucking
Get out of
Antifa
traffic,
fucks.
guys. Come on.
Going down there breaking all the
One of my
windows out of all the
brothers
businesses that are trying to earn a fucking
out of
living.
Yeah, there are minorities
Let's
involved.
get out of
So
traffic.
where's your
guys.
sign
my
that says go
feet.
home
Let's get behind the white line, bro. Let's
Well,
let's
it says
get behind the white line.
Yeah, I know,
Let's get
but
behind
we
the
could
white
make a
line.
great big sign
Right?
that says that
We
we'd have
wanna
to make
bring
it big
everybody
longer.
back
And I
over
would
there.
appreciate I would appreciate the truth because the truth is everything.
Out of the streets so nobody gets
Like,
hurt.
how would you feel
Trying to
if,
make some
if
space.
I was
Well, don't.
isolated? I'm a black woman, and I don't care for
You said your neighbor.
You're pushing into me and I'm controlling you.
my friends, my minority friends are part of it.
That's okay.
My family might be part of the Proud Boys. I don't know.
What I'm gathering from you is you have no clue why you're holding this sign. And that's concerning.
That's your opinion.
Well, you're not expressing to me why that is. I'm not asking you to convince me. I'm asking you to conversate with me so that I understand what
I don't care what you do, what you want to think.
Let's get out of this. Let's get the fuck out of the road, people. Let's move off the side of the street. Let's make it safe for everyone, right? Including the cars that are traveling. Let's get out of the street, man. Pretty fucking simple.
Saying we need to get out of the street.
Hey.
Get out of the street.
Space.
Hey, just move her back, bro. That's all we want, right?
Get her back then.
Okay.
You know,
Then
do
we're
your
good.
job.
Yeah,
Y'all
street.
street.
Go back in the parking lot.
Do your job.
Let her sit right there. Let her skate out of the street.
She is not in the street.
Media out of the
You
street.
are.
Let's get off in that white line. Right? Let's keep it safe for everybody, man.
Don't use the app.
Let's keep it safe for everybody, right? We don't want nobody getting hit by a car, right?
I came up to you to try and conversate. And just like I said about the other purple-haired girl, you do not care about Black lives or anybody. You're up here holding this ridiculous sign, and you don't even know why you're doing it. Oh, let's just run down your list of all the reasons why you're not racist. Except you won't talk to me.
Out of the street.
I can. Will that help you hear me? Because it's all on camera when I kindly walked up to you and said, hey, what's your sign say? Let's have a conversation. What'd she say, guys? Let's not talk. No, we didn't. We're arguing because you feel like we need to agree instead of having the conversation. Are we done? Well, then walk away. But I'm going to attempt until she shows me her true colors, which she did. And meanwhile, why are you here?
Because I want you guys to go home. I'm with them.
Why are you want us to go home?
Because I sat there and listened to a bunch of that bullshit up on stage.
I was up on stage. Are you calling me bull?
It's a free country. I just sat there and okay.
Free country.
Go preach that shit in someone else's neighborhood.
Preach what?
The car's coming. Who would have thought?
This is like
This urban poor homeless dudes that live over on the side of the building and have to deal with this shit today.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm sorry to say that's the worst time I've ever seen.
You know, I can rate it.
Thank you, Gary. Trying.
Okay, so let's start here. This is our neighborhood. You know that. So I called you. Correct? You're here because I'm against the LGBTQ community.
No, I'm here to protest you guys.
Why?
The Proud Boys. From what I've heard so far of when you guys are up on stage.
I spoke, and other people spoke. So I'm just trying to figure out. You said you don't want the Proud Boys to be here, and I just want to. I can't assume, so I need you to give me a couple reasons why, like specific.
Well, first off, the Proud Boys were very, very adamant about breaking into the Capitol. And right there on that building, it says "Free our political prisoners," right?
Yes.
And you're more than likely you're referring to these traitors who are imprisoned for breaking into the Capitol, right?
And also the patriots that have been arrested during
The ones that they burned down, like burned up the Black Lives Matter flags in Washington D.C. and vandalized some stuff.
Okay. First of all, do you think that the Black Lives Matter flag should have been burned?
Yeah, Black Lives do matter. Black Lives Matter.
Obviously, that's not something that needs to be chanted over and over again.
Yeah, it does. It has to be.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
it
doesn't.
does.
You're literally a white guy telling a black woman that.
Are you getting this on camera, folks?
Look,
this is what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. This is what dealing with liberals, white liberals, is about. And I want you to understand this. I'm not trying to.
What
come
you're doing
against
is
you,
called the
but
racism
what
of
you are
low
doing-
expectations.
What
You're
you are
being a white
doing-
savior.
You
and
can't
telling her that
speak
you
on
need
it.
to-
You're white.
You're trying to tell me about myself, what I need.
No, here's the thing.
I don't need
Harriet
you to do
Tubman
that.
said it best. Harriet Tubman, she said, I would have freed a lot more slaves, but they didn't know they were slaves.
Oh my
He just called you a slave. He's calling us a slave. That's basically what he said.
But it doesn't make sense. You're
I'm
claiming that the
You're basically
African
saying I'm a
American
slave.
chattel slaves didn't know they
Yeah,
were
I'm free.
slaves.
That's did you not know the quote?
Okay, so let me ask you this.
So
You
in other
believe
words,
that I don't know I'm a slave? You're the one who said it. Do you believe, you earnestly believe, we'll accept your answer. Do you earnestly believe that I don't know that I'm enslaved to something somehow?
it seems like you're enslaved to an ideology.
And what is that ideology?
Listen to a lot of what you said. You know, or some. I don't know. I didn't hear you specifically.
Right. But you've heard just kind of standing here. You've heard a couple
well,
of
no, I
things.
mean,
Okay. So, what is the ideology that you feel enslaves me to where I need to be rescued or I am oppressed somehow?
Oh. First, you got a whole misguided part of this.
Which part is misguided?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
Let me ask you a question.
We should sit down and talk about it. You know, we're neighbors.
Yes, we should talk about it. Yes.
You know, because I don't know where you're coming from. All I know is, you know, what I can talk about, what I've heard on stage, and I wasn't very impressed. You know, I mean, are you anti-gay? Do you protest gay
I'm
people?
Christian. I don't protest gay people. I think you would know that. Am I outside protesting? You would know this, like, close to home. Am I protesting gay people?
I've seen a lot of signs that, you know, I mean, so
This is a protest right here? So I can't practice my faith in Jesus?
I don't think you believe in Jesus. I really don't.
Did he just say you didn't believe in Jesus?
No, you don't believe in
What actions have I done that would indicate
look, you know,
such a thing?
Didn't you say you're LGBTQ?
God is anti.
No, God is not anti anything. God is all about love and acceptance. Yes, she is.
She is. Okay.
You said yes, what?
Yes, she is.
Yes, God. Yes, she is. She's all about
You
love.
said he was an atheist earlier.
No, I'm not an atheist. I believe in God.
And it's a she.
It's boy and girl. It's male and female. You know, you have to have one.
So is there a hell? Is there a hell?
Okay, well, okay.
Never been there. Have you?
No, I believe the Word of God. I mean, that's what the Bible. You read the Bible?
No, Bible's spiritual crap.
Oh, so you don't read the Bible, but now you do.
All right, so I just want to kind of give a little bit of an update of how this has gone. So this was a rally that was originally expected to be at the waterfront in Portland, where there is about 150 to 200 people kind of in Black Bloc, but those folks decided to stay there in spite of the right-wing protest changing where they wanted to be to this area, which is basically a abandoned Kmart. So the two sides essentially have totally been separate, like a 15-minute drive apart from each other, with the exception of a very small handful of counter-protesters who have been outside on the street. So, you know, I showed a little bit of what that was going on. That turned into a fairly civil conversation, actually, now about religion. But, so let's take a look at the rest of the rally that's going on here.
And Antifa came. There weren't any big incidents, but it was enough to draw the attention of Portland City Hall. So, the next event we have in Portland is the Rose Festival parade that Antifa made death threats. Now mind you, listen to all this, because we're the terrorists. But Antifa made death threats to the Rose City Festival organizations so bad that they had to shut down a many year tradition of the Rose Festival, and Portland just let it happen. So Patriot Prayer decides we're going to have our own parade, we're going to have our own march. Well, it was advertised for a few weeks before it happened. In the middle of this event we've got going on, Ted Wheeler himself does a walkthrough. Imagine that. He wants to know what this Patriot Prayer is about. He does a walkthrough. Micah Fletcher himself was taunting my dogs. I had 2 Rottweilers there with me that day, and my dogs do not like people in masks. And Micah Fletcher was in a clown outfit juggling in front of my dogs saying, "Can I pet your dogs?" Yeah, Louise was in his jack-o'-lantern jackass costume. But anyway, so I'm kneeling down trying to keep my dogs under control, and he tries telling this cop, hey, he's got dangerous dogs. The cop's like, quit teasing him. And he got pissed off. Next thing you know, here comes Ted Wheeler, and he whispers in this cop's ear, looks catty-corner across the field, says something to this guy who, if I remember correctly, was some sort of brass, and then hurries back out of the park. I don't know, were you there, Robert? You've been around long enough. You may have been there for this. So, this is literally happening 10 feet. I'm watching this develop. So, I look towards that corner of the field where Ted Wheeler just motioned, and guess who comes walking out of the neighborhood? Here comes Jeremy Christian. And then the rest you could probably see on video. And for all you Antifa reporters or whatever, I'll tell you, because I was one of 2 people charged with making sure Jeremy Christian did not participate in our event. Jeremy Christian, in no uncertain terms, was not in our event. We had a cordoned off area, some sport court, tennis, soccer, whatever, and me and another guy we call Big Country were set at the door to make sure, or at the fence area, and the cop said, you tell me if they're allowed in or if they're not allowed in. So I was one of 2 people standing guard at that entry to make sure Jeremy Christian did not come in that event. So all you lefty press, you might want to get the story right after, what's it been, 4 years? 5 years? And the guy's already been sentenced. Guy's a whack job. The cop told me he had been known for going up and down 82nd Street, beating on cars in the middle of the road, whatever. But they couldn't do anything about him that day. That's my original point. Sorry, I digressed. The cop literally looked at me and said, we cannot do anything about him today. We know he's a problem. We know why he's here. We know he was instigating us and instigating Antifa. But the cop looked me straight in the eye and said, we are not allowed. Not it's against the law. Not we can't. We are not allowed. I've heard that many times throughout our rallies in downtown Portland. Because the system here in the Tri-County area is set against every one of you that have the balls to stand out here and be proud of what you believe in, be proud of this, be proud of our country, be proud of our freedoms. The system here is set against every single one of you here. That's why we have political prisoners. That's why they don't arrest Antifa, who are the actual domestic terrorists, but they arrest us at the end of rallies. Because it's set against us. But here's the thing, and I go back to my 3 words. They've been trying to do this for 5 years, 6 years, because we rode the wave. I've been doing this for a long time, and I never saw the masses in this kind of organization until after the post-election riots, which I know, oh, where'd he go? Rob was there, I was there. The post-election riots, and then the following violence at the March for Trump really set this movement in motion. And for whatever it's worth, coming from an old man, I'll tell you, I'm proud of each and every one of you that are willing to stand here in public and say, we're still here.
You see a lot of people migrating that way.
They think we took a loss because the rigged election, because of people bowing down to COVID crap, because Antifa's been running aimlessly through the streets, because we can't do anything about the Marble Nut House in Salem. Our rallies kind of fizzled out a little bit. Everybody's been kind of low-key, and then the J6 thing threw everybody for a freaking loop. But I pulled up in here to my first rally in a while, and my first thought was, we're still here. We're still doing this. We're still willing to stand up and say, fuck you to everybody who hates America. Portland is still America.
saw people kind of walking over here, but oh, he just said his blast speaker coming up. So we'll see what they decide to do after that. He just said it's the last speaker. The person who's about to
I
speak.
just think the guy that off the record. Are you live right now?
Yes.
Whatever. I was speaking to a guy trying to get intel. No need to provide information on him because I shared him be off the record. He said that they're not going to caravan from there to here.
Right. Do you mean here to there?
No.
They're not going
that guy was from there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Them coming here is
No,
unlikely.
Right. Okay.
Just for
It'll be
reference.
interesting to see what they talk about doing once this is done.
Tifa 2. You want my gun, you can have it when it's empty. Right? And if you want to come out here and start some shit,
Good for you. Do your thing.
You see the people
Do your
that
thing.
kill us.
That's why
trying to kill us earlier. We were in
That's
street
why
Portland getting hunted down earlier. But you know what we were
That was your
using?
choice.
Our Bible.
That was your choice.
Our
How'd
Bible.
How'd that do for you?
Not clubs and body armor and mace. That's not how you lead people to God. They've been breeding batons and paintball guns to tell people about Jesus. We're going to take a stand for God, put the beer down, put the cigarettes out, stop using the F word to represent God. Hey, you're not with it. You're
You're gonna have that attitude, you can go, bro.
I'm not leaving.
Then go.
You guys need to repent.
You can
You
repent.
guys literally need to repent.
He turned water to wine.
Water to wine so you can drink it and get drunk. Yeah, you guys are just saying, man.
There's no difference.
There is no difference. He said you haven't shot us with something.
How'd that Bible
He's
shoot for you?
antagonizing everyone. It's kind of interesting.
It worked for you? That's where they shot shit at
We're
you?
actually talking.
They shot things at you with the Bible
Eggs,
verse,
a lot
right?
of eggs, yes.
They shot things at you.
What's up?
That is Matthew. That is Matthew.
Don't worry about it. Let them, they have the right, we don't even have to argue with them. You're going to go up on the stage, curse words, pop beers, and say that this is a Christian. You represent God. You're false, man. You're false. So go out there and do You're not representing God.
Let him bring this thing.
We're going to focus on our although you're not a Christian, that's fine. Some people do claim to be.
This isn't, as far as
You don't need a paintball gun if you're following Jesus.
This isn't billed as a Christian event.
This is not the way of God.
My name is Haley.
I'm telling you,
I've
I'm
been
a
doing
preacher.
this
It's not the way of
for
God.
a few years now, since I was 22 years old. I'm 27 today, by the way. And I've always stood beside all of my patriots and the Proud Boys Patriot Prayer since the beginning. I travel all around the country. I met all the crazy Antifa that you could imagine. And sometimes I wonder, why the hell do I put myself in this place? Especially a woman my size. These people want to murder me. They put hits out on me, especially recently online. They wanted $100 to take my bat from me. They want to knock my teeth out. And you know what I say? Come and do it. Come and do it. I want you to face me. If they are so... This is what they want to do. They attack the women and the children. So you can have a whole group of Proud Boys right here. But if you have women and children on this side, who are they going to attack? Because they're cowards. They will attack us because they think that we are weak. But every single woman that I see here today, you're not weak. You're a fighter. You're just as strong as any of these men too. And I wanted to make that very known. I wanted to put some support out here for my fiance, John Doe. So a couple years ago, he was, and I barely knew him at the time. He was just videoing. He wanted to stand beside Joey and many others to keep them protected when we went to Cider Riot. Should we have gone? People said no. But you know what? We exposed that bar. We exposed Cider Riot for what they were. They were allowing minors inside with masks on, letting them get drunk. They were storing all their weapons in that bar to attack us. They were using that bar to use us and to attack us. So that was their hideout, okay? But while my fiance was there, he was just videoing, or he wasn't even really videoing, he was just standing there. And Antifa just started spitting on him, and they started spitting on Joey. So when he had to push someone back because they were getting into his face. And mind you, these people are attacking them, spraying them with mace. My fiance right now, he's dealing with $1 million lawsuit by Cider Riot, and the mayor is part of this. And they want to give him a felony for a riot that we never even started. They came after us, they wanted to fight with us, they sprayed us, they attacked us, and my fiance was just the guy that happened to be there to be an outstanding citizen, in my opinion. He saw that there was something happening, and he wanted to step in and make sure that other men or his, possible friends in the future are protected. But because of that, me and him are getting married today. Because that was courageous to me. And I'm going to stand with him to the very end. Just like all of you. There is a lot of young people here today too. And we really need to stand beside them. I listened to a story of this man named Taylor. He's a journalist out here. He's 21 years old. Because he was just doing journalism, and he was videoing things out in D.C. They've been attacked. The feds
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Come on, keep on walking. You guys are going on a walk. Just fucking walk. Hey, let them walk through, you guys. Let them walk through. Let them walk through.
None of the cameras are here.
Let them get out of here. Let them walk through. Come on, get out of here. Let's go.
I got it. Stay with the camera on.
I'm trying to help you guys get out of here without getting hurt. Come on. I'm not helping you get out of here. I'm trying to help you get out of here.
Why? What am I doing wrong? I'm walking through a parking lot? Tell me what I'm doing wrong, sir. With your camera on, tell me what I'm doing wrong.
You're not doing anything wrong.
I know that.
Then fuck you have your buddy fucking hitting me.
You ain't walking through this fucking parking lot.
I can walk wherever the fuck I want.
You're not.
I can walk
I don't
wherever-
give a fuck. You ain't walking through.
Are you gonna stop me?
Let him be.
Are you gonna stop me?
Yes, I'll do it.
You two handled here. You and Paul.
Hey! Stop!
Hey, watch the gas station! Watch the gas station!
Watch out! apart! Patriots, stay tight together!
Sorry, you just come running around.
Pull him back.
Go! Keep hitting them! Let's go back! Let's go back!
Grab boys! Come on!
Where are they?
Where do you got somebody? Who? Hey!
Come back! Come back!
Fucking red fire! Fuck you, punk! Let's go, bitch! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let's go! We did it! Come on! Come on! You fucking scared, motherfucker! You're fucking scared! You're fucking scared! Let's go!
Okay, that got really violent very quickly.
Why do I live here?
I know you don't need me to ask you if you're fine, but
Nice
all
to
good.
see you.
Good to see you. Oh fuck, they're gonna.
Smash all of your cameras and your phone. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, Kata. You fucking endangered people by flying to fucking Colombia and endangering everyone by opening them up to COVID.
That's a very self-righteous fucking Christian.
Hey, let's just let her get her camera and get back. Do you have everything?
I got you. Get the fuck out of here. For clown, motherfucker. Fucking insane guy, you motherfucker. You're a fucking snitch.
I gotta wait.
I can't see.
I just care about the camera.
You wipe? Okay. There you go.
I can't see at all.
There's a curve. Right, one step up, two on the right. Yep, there you go.
I need water.
You've got water.
I've got.
Where's my hat? Here, I got it right here.
This is Gatorade, but close enough.
You guys have a medic?
Can you rinse your mouth out?
Is there a medic?
Is there a medic?
I can't see.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. I know it's hard. Here, let's stand in front of her.
We've all been out here this whole fucking time. I know people.
Fucking stop filming and just You gotta go around with people.
I need.
Let's get her. Hey, let's get her down. This is what we
Danny.
I'm getting
Tifa just sprayed my camera with paint as well. And before that, they sprayed Marinee, who you may know is a freelance contributor to us.
Can you just come in here? Can you duck in here, please?
Just go right here.
Let's not get any closer to them.
Hey, they want to help you.
Yeah.
Let's stop right here.
He's blind. Don't drive into him.
Hey, we should move that way. Yeah. They're gonna peek.
They're throwing it.
Yo, heads up. Wipe, and I got.
Let's get out of the way.
And then I have a Sudafed wipe after that. That's in a packet.
I think it's just pain, but they're shooting it out like a bear mace, like shooter.
Heads! Fuck off, asshole!
Heads up, heads up!
Another one.
I'm about to fucking put my shit down.
Why are they?
Fucking asshole.
You got blood on you? I had some on my face. What? No, I was saying check her out. I was fucking her.
So Ford.
I have no water. Use water. I'm gonna flush. You're even gonna try to flush.
Here, take my shirt.
This is the water. This is soapy water. Get off your face. Is this water? Yes, that is water.
Hey, Jonathan has blood. You don't feel any pain in your back or the front? Feel any pain?
Is there a rag or something I can dry this up with? I'm trying to see if it's a little bit. Here, one next
It's okay? Yeah. I'm just trying to dry it off a little bit. I'm about to go over there one-on-one without my mask and challenge one of them. This is fucking bullshit.
That's hers, and that's the white, and this is someone's right.
That's hers.
Oh, okay.
My phone.
Your phone.
Oh, someone put your phone in their pocket. I have your phone. I have your phone.
Did you have two cameras?
Mary, did you have a second camera?
Your phone's smashed.
Thank you.
Take that UV off.
Sir?
You got your lens painted too?
Thank you so much. I don't think so. I saw them doing it.
They'll be walking up like this.
Yeah, I know. I scratched the shit out of this one.
We have more water for her. I can get some. We have some in the car, and the contact will fall off. Yeah, careful. You got more water right here. Here you go. No, I'm sitting in your car. Yeah.
I can get some water from 7-Eleven here.
Thank you.
This is Ryan.
No one's bleeding, right?
I'm not.
It was all nice.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Blood on it.
I just had a little bit on my finger.
Just hold that and wipe it. So was your camera?
I don't get
I want to film what happens next, but we've got to get around. I don't think they know that they're coming. This is going to be bad in like 3 minutes, I think. See him?
So far they're going that way. Guys, come on here. So far they keep walking.
You guys got any bats over here?
You guys need some bats over here.
Hey, they already started us. That bike right there.
Hey, let them know I'm going with these guys.
Well, fuck it. Dan, choose make the call.
I'm just gonna go with these guys and make a head on the.
I'm not gonna let a brother stand alone.
Let's just see what's going on. We don't want to leave that parking lot too far. No.
Yeah, actually, I guess this is
Oh, there. Is that them? Hello. So let's make the bottleneck right here.
Fuck you! Fuck that keeper! Fucking keeper! Line here! Line, guys! Guys, we're separated! Line! Fucking keeper!
I'm gonna keep trying, but I'm a little blind right now.
Fucking corner!
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
Hey, let's go! Get back!
Go finish him off! Go finish him off! Go finish him off, dude!
Fucking car just tried to attack us.
Is he okay?
The van, the vehicles.
Right there! They're coming back!
Yeah, got a little paint.
You hurt?
No. My
just dirty?
my friend Marini got really fucked up.
Is she all right? I heard you got hurt. I don't know.
Guys, there's cameras all over the school. It's a crap. No one in the fight you weren't ready for.
You okay?
Yeah, you can do your arm controls downtown. Two streets! Two streets! Our street! Two streets! Our street! Fucking Tifa! 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 Coming free! Over!
Fuck around and fight now!
Come back!
Sorry?
Let's fucking go!
Oh.
Let's go! I said fuck around, you said find out. Fuck around! Find out! Find out! Find out! Find out! Fucking Tifa! Fucking Tifa! Fucking Tifa! Fucking Tifa! Puta tu madre! Help our guys with the bear maze in their eyes. Then roll back to where get the fuck out. Let's go.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man.
Come on, let's go. Grab boys, let's go.
I'm just not gonna help. No water.
I know where water works.
What did I tell you guys? It's back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, that got really bad. I'm basically all right, but there were some journalists who were like really hurt. I'm not going to repeat the name of one, but one's actually not today, but a News to Share freelance contributor.
You want that first? The cops are going to be restrained by the mayor to protect the rights of the people, to serve the people. And to all those cops out there, the moment you put that fucking, that fucking duty down and stand down because of the orders from a tyrant, you're a disgrace to that fucking badge. Throw it down and fucking walk out. Because we're sick and tired. And I know days from now, I might be arrested. But I'll tell you this, I'm sick and tired. And if we have to die to defend ourselves, our families, and our fucking freedom in America, we're gonna do it. We're gonna lay our lives down for what is right, for what is true. Proud boys and patriots will be out here. If the cops won't do it, we are.
Hey,
we're willing to
Antifa,
take the heat.
You fucked around and you found out today, baby.
That's our message to you, Antifa. The Americans are coming out, and we're sick and tired of this shit. And if we have to fight fire with fire, we're gonna fucking do it. Fuck Antifa!
Fuck Antifa!
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Let's go, boys! Rally up!
Retreat!
Hey!
Let's go!
We're not walking away without every single brother or patriot. Let's go! Let's go!
Gotta put one right.
You all right? You get sprayed?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Here, you want one of these?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I feel bad for Marini got really fucked up. By Marini.
Oh yeah. Marini did?
By Antifa.
Go, right here. We're coming. Let's go.
I think they smashed both her iPhone and her camera.
Oh, baby.
They were screaming at her, you endangered lives by going to Colombia. You might be
That's all they got is a little pepper spray? God, I hope they do. I hope they do.
We're getting back to the parking lot.
God, I wish I had my fucking bat.
We're out of ammo. We're gonna really beat the fuck out of them next time.
Much fun since Libya in 2011.
Get to the parking lot.
No, it was their freelance.
To the parking lot.
You okay? Yeah, you dropped your...
I dropped my battery pack.
I say fuck around, you said find out. Fuck around.
Find out.
Fuck around.
Find out. Find out.
Fuck around.
Find out.
Fuck around.
Find out.
I feel really bad. One of my friends, contributor for me here, usually when I'm not here, got like really fucked up by them.
Oh, really?
They smashed both the cameras.
I wasn't, my eyes closed because they were full of...
I couldn't see half the time, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be discovering shit when I watch my footage. Yeah, I was blind half the fight. What? I don't think I even saw. I couldn't tell who people were with it. That was
What I miss?
I don't know. Come on.
Is that a battery?
She's still there. Oh my god. I gotta take a lesson. I didn't hit her in the face. I hit her skin.
So yeah, who's the fucking violent ones? That's the medic. The medics need to carry a 9mm pointed at people. Run that on your camera. Good
This is the vehicle that like basically drove in here, and I think they ditched it when the Proud Boys sort of retaliated.
Heal up, guys. Mask up. Somewhere here, cover with the break gate. They want this thing to go like that, Dad. Okay.
I don't give a fuck. You have to see my face now.
Fuck it. Curtis hit one. They have a cum rag in here. I bet it's their community cum rag.
They came in with this vehicle here. Tried to run people over.
Yeah, it's for the people that don't stop. Dude, all those assholes. Speechless. They got. Now you got the message. Actions speak louder than words. Facts.
You okay?
I heard Tiny yell they're coming back. Did you actually see? Do you have any reason to think that?
No. Some people were saying we hope they come back.
Oh, whoa, are you okay? Nick, stop! Come on, you fucking head! Yeah! What's up? Hey, get out of the car! Get out of the van!
Get out of the van.
Let's go! Where my big boys at? Boys! Flip this motherfucker over so they don't get to drive this bitch!
Shit.
Flip that over!
Savannah? Sorry. You okay?
Brennan, you Brennan!
Go!
Brennan, you're just pushing it.
You're gonna get low! Get low! Right with me! Get low! 1, 2,
Let's go! I knew it!
Oh, are you?
Yeah. He's ready! He's ready!
Battery edition, that's what's up. Hey, great to meet you. Hey, man, sure, look
You guys didn't tell, I just got a message that Andy knows that there's dozens of them coming.
That's no match for us! Hey, no, man.
Oh yeah? I haven't seen it because I'm live streaming, so I can't look it up. But apparently, Andy knows tweeting out there's watching.
Dude, I love what you did. It's amazing. It's literally so awesome.
Backside of shit.
Even downtown shows up, it's going to be huge groceries.
How many are downtown with Will?
I was in downtowns. Probably 1,000. Well, if you guys are on the defense, you're out
Well, the cops were definitely telling the truth when they said they wouldn't intervene.
Oh, I didn't think they would. I don't think they cared.
You know what he's doing this? He's saying fuck Antifa.
Should I get on the top of it? Yeah, hold on. Grab a couple.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You?
You know, another day in paradise. A little burning, but
you know what I'm saying? No warm.
There's nothing I can't recover from.
Thanks. Yeah, right there. If you want to stand around, turn around, that's great.
Summer of love.
2021, baby.
How'd today go?
Pretty good, pretty awesome. They came out here, they followed us, they attacked us, like we predicted. They let you know who's the violent Antifa. It is what it is. There's a little van. I guess they gotta come back for it, right?
So is this wrecked? Hey, this you hold me! Hey, I knew it.
I knew it too.
Sorry, I can't fucking see. Shit, it looks like they're pressing it on another vehicle. Jesus Christ.
Babe, don't stand backwards.
I think I like took my goggles off and I think I like unlocked some mace that like it's like freshly burning my eyeballs like now.
So the fireworks that they were throwing, they had modified those to spread pepper as well. Like I
think there was mace or something in the fireworks.
Yes, they modified. They made like actual cooking pepper.
It felt like they had CS gas or like something.
Well, the natural gas that comes from the fireworks mixed with the dispersion.
Yeah,
that's what I got hit with it too. It fucked my eyes. So
it's hitting me now. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it's building on it.
I was thinking about it as I was sitting here.
Sorry, I'll be fine.
There is a medic around here. Saline. Yeah. Nothing else is gonna help with the saline.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So yeah, somebody's like, "Can I help you with saline?"
Right. Thank you.
And go downtown. See if anybody goes down there.
Please let me know.
One of the people here seemed to think that there were reports implying that that more are going to come here now because of the fight that just happened.
More.
So leftists, like
Jesse!
Wipe this on your eye.
Okay.
And go one side, and then switch sides. Okay. See, they're all leaving.
Let's see if they leave.
Keep wiping. Keep trying to get it out. That's the best stuff. Yeah. See, everybody's.
Fuck, I just wish I could see. I'm sorry. I'm like
No,
useless right now.
Here.
No,
Stay with me, and I'll get you to the car.
Yeah, I hear you.
Alright, roll it out! Unless you want to be here by yourself. Let's roll!
What?
Like somebody getting pepper spray.
Hello, this neighborhood?
Yeah. Well.
I was right here on this car.
Sorry. Do you have another iPhone cable?
Yeah.
Do you need
I think
anything?
Do you have anything dry that I can wipe my face with? Like.
I'm not a proud boy. I'm not a proud boy. I'm not a proud
Got
boy.
my hoodie.
I'm a citizen that's been
Good enough.
terrorized the past 2 years by Antifa. They try to kill me. They try to kill my family. They've ruined my life. They destroyed my career. They've banned me on social media. They've lied about me. They call me a white supremacist.
It's wet on my face, and I think I can just wipe it off if I can. Fuck are my keys?
Okay, they're there.
I think we're gonna probably need to evac and like when they all do.
Dude, I don't have my keys.
Shit. Well, that's an issue. I can't.
It's time to go.
No, my keys are
Do you have anything dry I can wipe my face, like a napkin or just anything like that?
Yeah.
My keys are missing.
Oh boy.
Fuck. I remember. Didn't you have? Did someone hand them to you?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a memory in my head of someone handing them to you.
And I might have put them in my back pocket.
Where they are not now.
They are not now.
Dead!
That was fucking running.
Dead! Dead too!
If we can find our keys, you're welcome.
Rally up, go! Don't worry, go!
Backing out.
We're rolling with 4 people. This is a 5-person car. If he's lost his keys. If we find our keys, you can join us.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a car?
No, Beachy was my ride.
Okay. I haven't seen him since the whatever you call it. You okay?
I'm getting a gas mask next time.
Yeah, it helped a lot. I actually
Couldn't breathe.
I got fucked up when I took this off. It like all unlocked and like poured into my face. So
You want saline?
No, I'll be fine now.
I literally have like 12 things of sterile saline.
It got so fogged up I couldn't see it. I'm like blind
no,
walking around. I'm like, oh my god.
I was blind for most of the.
He lost his keys. He might be Ubering out of here.
Well, I'm glad I have everything. They're shooting. They're shooting up the truck. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anybody else here. Counter protesters here.
That's the short part! Adrian! That's the short part! Becky, time around so we can spread the word. Adrian! Get the truck, you coming? Oh, all right, wait. Go! Hop right next to that. No, sit her in the middle so she don't get hurt. Yes. Russell! Adrian! That's the short part. Go, go! Adrian! That's the short part.
Ford, you alright, bud?
Yeah. Scooter's looking for you.
Yeah, I found her. All good. Thank you.
Uh-huh. good content. You didn't find the keys?
No, I'm gonna retrace my steps. Car keys. They were in my back pocket.
Hang on them. Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna retrace my steps. If you guys want to get a ride, but I gotta find them.
All right, I've got to figure out a way out of this, so I'm going to end the live stream. So thanks for watching. I'm fine enough. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that shit.